Okay, before I get going, these are the essential tools for dealing with horizontal hives. This is my bee brush. It's just a soft paint brush. I only needed to be about 3 or 4 inches wide. Very, very handy, and you'll see why. I'll put that in pocket left. And of course, hive tool. Beekeeper's trusty favourite. It's a J tool as opposed to the other ones. So I find it a wee bit easier for lifting out frames. So these bottles of syrup, they're just preserving jars, and I've drilled about 10 holes in the top, and they just fit into those, and then the whole thing will just fit into the hives when I get onto those ones. I'll do the one that I'm not going to put one in first. As you can see here, up nice and close, there's a bit of activity going on. It's lunchtime for me. I mean, it's noon. It's not a particularly sunny day, but it's still about 25 degrees Celsius. The bees are obviously pretty active at this time of the day. I've got some other things to do, so I can't choose when I go to see these ladies, but hopefully a lot of them will be out foraging rather than chopping up the hive. So I will add a bit of smoke. Get it going. Come on, smoker. Yeah. Okay. Now you can see in these other little windows there's bees getting all back in all areas of the hive, and I'll show you underneath. I think you see that. Yeah, there's a mesh bottom in here too. The little toggles each side hold in a board that I cut out of there. I saved them all, so I can pop them in there and close those toggles up for the winter, keep it a bit warmer in the winter. But this time of the year they need a bit of ventilation, so that's what's going on there. So we'll pop the top here and take a bit of a hive tool necessary, I think. I put these little catches on because we get some strong winds here. The northwest winds are notorious, so I didn't want these flicking open, so I'll just use the radio, break the propolis. Oh, honey, honey, honey. These girls have been very busy, and now I've got a bit of a mess. Right, I'm going to have to smoke these down. I've only got a couple of frames this side at the moment, because I like to be able to move those back. And they've obviously been over here because I've propolised a bit of this down. Oops. Sticky, everything's sticky. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to really disturb these girls too much today. I'm not going to look for the queen or anything silly like that. All I'm going to do is move this back, and I'm going to pop the camera down inside there and just see what they're doing. So they're doing what I've wanted them to do, and they started building comb in that bottom section by the looks of it. So that's fantastic. So before I left, they weren't down here at all. So the numbers are up. They've got a bit of honey. Honey, honey, honey. Oh, lots of honey in this end frame already. And they've obviously collected plenty of honey it's all sticky on top and up here as well. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to scoop that, and I'll shut this follower board over there first. Oh, we've got a wax moth larvae. He ain't going to be eating any wax. And I shut this up because I really want them to complete. It's starting to build down the bottom. Now I'm going to give them a little bit more space. I only give them one more frame in there. Since they are building down the bottom already, I'll give them a bit more space at the top as well. So, and I'll build out another nice little frame for me for the winter. So, to get these girls off the lid here, please excuse me, because I've got to sort of watch what I'm doing. They shouldn't have done this, but I think I know why. I'm gonna scoop this down. This won't be wasted by them. What I'm going to do is move it over and just drop it down in here, and they'll clean it out. I drop it on the wood rather than the mesh because I don't want it dripping down underneath the hive, but they will clean it up. Out here, which is cute, I'll just scoop another. Honey, 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 honey. Sorry girls, I know you've done all this work, but I don't really want it up on the roof. And then last one. Go. I'll just take a wee look at what they're up to in here. A bit of this burr comb. I'll just scoop a little bit off, make it less bulky. Yep. Just there. Then I'm going to move these frames back against here, because they obviously look over the top a wee bit. And then left pocket brush. You can see why I need that now. These girls are fine because when I shut it they're not going to get squashed. But the girls that are along the bottom here are going to get a bit grumpy with me. I don't want to particularly squash. And these girls here I don't want to squash. So that's it. I'm gonna slowly move this down, move my inlet out of the way. Okay, that's a wrap. That's why it's looking so busy.